Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Dangerously hot conditions will continue across the southern plains and lower Mississippi Valley, while simmering heat builds throughout California's Central Valley. Severe thunderstorms and heavy to excessive rainfall is expected over portions of the northern plains and upper Midwest through tonight. Closer to home, daily storm chances will continue tomorrow and Saturday being the most active days. Thursday and Friday, we're going to see a decrease in storm chances. Temperatures are going to run near normal or maybe a few degrees above normal. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. At last check, the South Fork fire still sits at 17.5, while the Salt fire sits at 8,000, so a total of 25,000 acres affected. Both fires are now 84% contained and currently staffed with 16 crews, 3 helicopters, 24 engines, 2 bulldozers, 7 water tenders, 690 personnel. Following the fires, flash flooding in Ruidoso prompted immediate evacuations over the weekend and continued through yesterday. Friend of the station, Pastor Lauren Noble, wanted to share a few words.
Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Lauren from up here in Idaho, but I'm still down there in a sense. But anyway, I've been looking at the situation from Ruidoso and that, and what a terrible thing. It's like it went from fire to flash flooding, obviously, and it looks like Highway 70 is pretty much a river. So I just thought I'd call in and say a prayer for you guys and let you know that I'm thinking about you and haven't forgot about you, and hopefully I'm going to make it down there again one of these days pretty soon. Anyway, let me say a prayer for you. Lord, I do hope for and pray for the people in Ruidoso because they went through the fire and to the flash flood, and Father, I know that they're pretty resilient people in that area, and they are pretty helpful and helping each other and getting through these things, but Father, they really could use a break and give them time to rebuild. And Father, I just pray for that situation and pray that there's no loss of life, but Lord, we just pray for a break for them, if you will, and help them to rebuild their lives the way that they need to. Amen. Till we meet up again in person, I am keeping you in my prayers and my thoughts and hoping the best for you. Blessings.
The FEMA Disaster Recovery Center will be set up at the Mescalero Apache schools from 8 to 6 beginning tomorrow. The Otero County Electric Co-op will have a planned outage today while recently identified damage on the transmission line is repaired. The outage will begin at 9 a.m. with restoration expected by noon. It's going to affect people in Ruidoso Downs, Glencoe, San Patricio, Hondo, Tinney, Arabella, Lincoln, Capitan, Alto, Nogal, and Carrizozo. The Alamogordo Parks and Recreation Department presents the Adopt a Spot at the Alameda Park Zoo program. I spoke with Sven Sears.
The Alamogordo Parks and Recreation Department has taken on the Adopt a Spot program that was formerly run by Keep Alamogordo Beautiful. Upon taking it over, we decided to expand our reach. We reached out to the zoo, and now the zoo is a spot that people can adopt. It's just volunteering to go out and keep your adopted spot clean.
And if you need some more information,
all you have to do is go to our website, the City of Alamogordo website, and then the quickest way to get there is to search Adopt or Adopt a Spot. Once you find the page, you'll put in your application, you'll watch a short training video and sign some releases and waivers, and then from there you're just able to clean your spot once a quarter to maintain its adoption.
You can also call the Alamogordo Parks and Recreation Department at 575-439-4269. One of the big debates in Alamogordo education right now is the proposed charter school. One of the dissenting voices is the League of United Latin American Citizens, or LULAC, and we heard from Stan Hernandez.
This is Stan Hernandez. I'm the media person for Otero County LULAC, Council 8105. And LULAC means League of United Latin American Citizens, established in February of 1929, and basically sought to end ethnic discrimination against Latinos in the United States. Our goal is to advance the economic condition, educational attainment, political influence, housing, health, civil rights of Hispanic people in the United States. Recently, we are involved in trying to stop the STEM charter school that Alamogordo Public Schools is looking at. Basically because the application for that charter school in January of 2024 to the New Mexico Department of Education did not include any Hispanic representation, nor African American representation, nor LGBTQ representation, no representation for disabled, nor special education, No representation for the economically challenged. Also, charter school will pull an estimated $1.5 million with an M from existing Alamogordo High School programs. Basically, this is a project that is on March. The next milestone that's coming up will be a visit to Alamogordo to get public input. That will be on July the 11th, Thursday, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Estrada Civic Center, 800 East 1st Street in Alamogordo. We urge the public, whether pro or con, to come out and testify if you wish, because that is going to be the only public opportunity to let people know, let the Public Education Commission, which is in charge of gathering information on proposed charter schools, to let them know your opinion. It's very important that we get out there and let them know, in the case of LULAC, Council 8105, that we are opposed to that for various reasons. Thank you very much, and hope to see you there.
The Alamogordo Sentinel states that a charter school in Alamogordo is going to be a public school with administrative and curriculum oversight by NMPED, overseen by a governing council and not the district school board. It'll be directed by a school leader and not the superintendent. That person will also run day-to-day operations. Now, while some may see this as concerning, I'm really not one of them. How can we complain about the way schools are operated and then try to block an alternative? Not making changes means we remain on the status quo. Last I checked, New Mexico ranked 51st. Personally, I don't think the government should be involved in education at all, but that's a pipe dream.
This is Lieutenant William Skaggs with Alamogordo Fire Department. The 4th of July is almost here. The city of Alamogordo will not be having a fireworks display this year. Do you know what fireworks are allowed within the city limits of Alamogordo? The ordinance is pretty clear. Anything louder than a cap gun or higher than 10 feet is not allowed within the city limits. Our inspection division makes sure that all vendors selling fireworks within the city limits of Alamogordo only sell fireworks that are allowable by city ordinance. If you purchase fireworks outside of the city limits of Alamogordo, make sure that they comply with our ordinances. If you choose to shoot off fireworks, please make sure you do them in an area that's free of combustibles and in a safe manner. Alamogordo Fire Department wishes everybody a happy and safe 4th of July.
Today is Tuesday. It's time for an introspection with Pastor Johnny Walker.
Hey, this is Pastor Johnny Walker with this week's introspection. Just something to think about, a little sunshine to put in your pockets. Have you ever been asked how you were doing and you smiled and said, "I'm okay"? But behind that smile was a whole lot of pain. See, we must create a culture within our churches that promotes mental health awareness and support. We must be willing to have open and honest conversations about mental health, destigmatizing and providing resources for those who need help. We must be willing to listen, to offer compassion and understanding, and to walk alongside those who are struggling. As we strive to be the hands and the feet of Christ in this world, let us not forget those who are battling mental illness within our own congregations. Let us be a beacon of light and love, offering hope and healing to all those who are in need. Let us be advocates for mental health awareness and support within our churches, breaking down barriers and building bridges of understanding. Together we can create a safe and welcoming space for all who are struggling with mental illness. Together we can be a community that embraces and supports those who are hurting. Together we can be a force for change, shining a light on the darkness of mental health and offering a message of hope and healing to all that are in need. Let us rise to the challenge, my friends. Let us be the change we wish to see in the world. Let us be the hands and the feet of Christ, reaching out to all who are in need, regardless of their struggles and their pain. Let us be a beacon of light and love, shining brightly in the darkness, offering hope and healing to all who are in need. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can bring about a revolution of love and acceptance. Together, we can change the world. Let us not be afraid to speak out, to reach out, to stand up for what is right. Let us be the change we wish to see. God bless y'all. Hope to see you again next week. But for this week, this has been Pastor Johnny Walker on Crazy Radio. If you're in the area, we'll be seeing you again Sunday, 3001 Thunder Road, New Covenant Worship Center. Y'all be blessed and be a blessing. See you next week.
This introspection from Johnny Walker was sponsored by Welcome Home Realtors.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The Colfax County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly train crash on Highway 555 west of Raton. The Sheriff's Office said they responded to a report of a vehicle that hit an Amtrak train shortly before 11 a.m. yesterday morning. Deputies found a man inside the vehicle, and he was taken to the medical center where he later succumbed to his injuries. The train was not severely damaged and will be inspected. Albuquerque Fire Rescue and Bernalillo County Fire Rescue crews recovered a body from the Rio Grande on Sunday. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office is currently investigating this incident. 21-year-old Jeremiah Peña Nieto, who was 17 at the time of a 2020 murder, has been sentenced to serve more than 22 years in prison for the crime. Peña Nieto was found guilty by a Las Cruces jury for the killing of Jacob Daniel Becerra, an 18-year-old. He'd been found guilty of 1 count of second-degree murder, 2 counts of tampering with evidence, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit tampering with evidence. Peña Nieto has been awaiting sentencing at the Donna Ana County Detention Center. New Mexico is now offering a Smokey Bear fire prevention license plate. Drivers who choose to get the plate will have to pay $50 on the initial purchase and then $40 each additional year. Most of that money will go to the Mexico Energy, Minerals, and Natural Resources Department for fire prevention efforts. These plates will not be available for RVs or motorcycles. Incidentally, Smokey Bear's 80th birthday is on August 9th. Weather's next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. We all know that most pets are terrified during evacuations, so please keep your pets safe inside your home so they don't escape. Don't let your dog or cat be one of millions who will escape in fear and end up dead or in animal control facilities during fire season, which will quickly overflow and start euthanizing to make space. Contact your city administration office in advance in case you have to be evacuated. Find out who's taking in families with their pets during fires. Prepare your vehicle with room for your cat and dog crates. Have your blankets, water, food for you and your pets packed, and clothing packed and ready. Have your pet crates ready by the door, and give your pets CBD or other calming medications ahead of time to make it easy to load them and evacuate with them immediately. This is an emergency message from Animal Village NM.
Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. There's a 40% chance of showers and storms, winds gusting as high as 13 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers and storms. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a 50% chance of showers and storms, winds gusting as high as 11 miles per hour. Your high today in the Basin, 96, low tonight of 74, high tomorrow, 94 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies with a 60% chance of showers and storms today. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected, winds gusting as high as 16 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New precipitation amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected, winds will be gusting as high as 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an 80% chance of showers and storms. New precipitation amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected, winds gusting as high as 12 miles per hour. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 75, low tonight of 56. High tomorrow, 73 degrees. Incidentally, I want to thank everyone who sent me well wishes. I am a little under the weather right now. I am under medical care, and hopefully this gets better soon. Local breaking news can be found on our website, AlamogordoTownNews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.